Hello everyone and welcome to an important lecture on professional ethics. In this session, we will explore a very important concept that plays a vital role in our personal life, academic success, professional growth and overall well-being. Professional ethics encompasses moral principles guiding professionals in their interactions. In this lecture, we will discuss the meaning and concept of professional ethics, the significance of professional ethics, the principles of professional ethics, unethical professional behavior, integration of professional ethics in workplaces. Let's now begin by understanding the concept of professional ethics. Professional ethics refers to a collection of moral standards, values and guidelines that influence individuals' work-related choices and actions. Every profession, whether in education, healthcare, law, business, engineering, social work or public administration, has an ethical code that promotes responsible and equitable conduct. While knowledge and skills are essential for competence, it is professional ethics that influences how these skills are utilized with responsibility, transparency and fairness. Ethical conduct fosters trust, boosts the credibility of organizations and ensures accountability to clients, students, institutions and society. Professional ethics offers a framework for navigating complex professional circumstances. It outlines expectations for integrity, honesty, respect and fairness. These ethics not only protect the public interest but also enhance the dignity and value of the profession. A professional who adheres to ethical standards fosters a culture of transparency, discipline and excellence. In the contemporary world, where workplaces encounter issues such as technological misuse, corruption, bias, conflicts of interest and unethical competition, professional ethics is imperative. Grasping its principles enables individuals to act responsibly, avert misconduct and uphold the highest moral standards. Dear students, professional ethics assists professionals in acting with integrity and honesty, maintaining the trust of clients and society, preventing the misuse of authority and resources, encouraging fairness and justice, ensuring confidentiality and respecting privacy, upholding the dignity and standards of the profession. Now, to have a clear understanding of professional ethics, let us discuss its core features. Some of the core features of professional ethics are: professional ethics are normative. Professional ethics establish a framework of rules and standards that dictate appropriate behavior of individuals in their respective fields. They clarify what is deemed right, acceptable and expected within the workplace, helping to uphold order and ethical conduct. Professional ethics are universal. Ethical values are applicable across various professions, be in education, healthcare, law, business or engineering. While individual codes may differ, foundational principles such as honesty, fairness and respect are universally consistent. Professional ethics show consistency. Professional ethics ensure that choices and behaviors are impartial and liable. This means that professionals should respond similarly to like situations, avoiding bias and ensuring equitable treatment. Professional ethics promises accountability. Ethical principles hold professionals responsible for their actions and consequences. They must provide justification for their choices, acknowledge errors and engage in honest practices rather than deflecting responsibility onto others. Professional ethics are guiding framework. Professional ethics serve as a compass for navigating challenging or ambiguous scenarios. When confronted with dilemmas or conflicts, professionals can turn to these principles to make sound and ethical decisions. Now, professional ethics are protective. Professional ethics safeguard the rights, safety, and welfare of the public and stakeholders. They inhibit the misuse of authority, negligence, exploitation, or harm, thereby ensuring the continued trust placed in professionals. Professional ethics are evolving. Ethical standards are not static. They adapt over time as society, culture, and technology develop. Emerging challenges such as issues related to digital privacy or artificial intelligence require the refinement of ethical guidelines to maintain relevance. Now, coming to the importance of professional ethics. Professional ethics are the set of moral principles that guide how people behave in their work life. They aren't just abstract ideas, they shape everyday decisions, the culture of organizations, and the broader trust society places in a profession. Professional ethics significantly impacts the development of responsible and trustworthy professionals. It enhances personal reputation and the integrity of organizations. Professional ethics builds trust and credibility. Ethical conduct fosters trust between professionals and clients, students, patients, organizations, and society. When a professional consistently acts with honesty and fairness, clients, patients, students, or customers come to rely on them. That trust is the currency of any service-oriented field. A single breach, whether it's leaking confidential data, falsifying reports, or taking bribes, can erode years of goodwill in moments, and rebuilding that reputation is often far harder than maintaining it. Now, professional ethics ensures quality service. Ethics contribute to the quality, consistency, and fairness of professional choices. Professional ethics promotes accountability. Professionals take responsibility for their actions and the resultant consequences. Professional ethics prevents misconduct. Ethical standards mitigate corruption, bias, exploitation, harassment, and the misuse of authority. Professional ethics supports fair decision making. Ethical principles guide professionals in making choices that are just, impartial, and socially responsible. Workplaces are riddled with gray areas where the right answer isn't obvious. Ethical codes give a reference point. Does this align with our duty of care? Does it respect the rights of stakeholders? By applying these standards, professionals can navigate dilemmas without being swayed entirely by short-term gains or peer pressure. Professional ethics enhance professional reputation. Being part of a discipline that values integrity creates a sense of belonging and pride. It differentiates a mere job from a vocation. When individuals see themselves as custodians of respected ethical tradition, they are more motivated to uphold its standards. Ethical professionals gain respect, loyalty, and long-term achievements. Professional ethics improves work culture. When leaders model ethical behavior, It sets the tone for the whole team. Employees feel safer speaking up about concerns, know what's expected, and are less likely to engage in toxic or cutthroat conduct. This leads to higher morale, lower turnover, and more collaborative problem solving. An ethical atmosphere fosters collaboration, transparency, and positive relationships. Professional ethics promotes legal and social protection. Ethical behavior minimizes legal issues and safeguards the organization's reputation. Professional ethics make decision-making easy. Ethical frameworks give you a clear compass in gray areas, helping you choose the right course even when it's tough or unpopular. Professional ethics encompass risk management. Many professions, medicine, engineering, law, finance, directly affect health, safety, and financial well-being. Ethical practice acts as a safety net, reducing the likelihood of malpractice, accidents, or fraud. In regulated fields, adhering to a code isn't optional. It's often a legal requirement that shields both the individual and the organization from liability. Following standards reduce legal liability, financial loss, and damage to the organization's brand. Professional ethics foster team cohesion. Shared values create a respectful, collaborative environment. People know what's expected, which cuts down on conflict and gossip. Ethical codes often require ongoing education, peer review, or reflective practice. This pushes professionals to stay current, question their assumptions, and adapt to new challenges, whether that's emerging technologies, cultural shifts, or evolving legal landscapes. Professional ethics ensure social responsibility. Professionals often influence public welfare. Ethical conduct ensures that influence is used for the greater good, not for personal gain. Professionals often hold specialized knowledge that the public can't easily verify. Ethical conduct ensures that this power is used for the common good rather than personal enrichment. Dear students, going through this, we can say professional ethics is directly related to one's personal, social, and workplace setting. In personal life, professional ethics fosters strong character and integrity, encourages self-discipline and sincerity, enhances decision-making skills, strengthens self-respect and emotional health. In social life, professional ethics promotes collaboration and trust among individuals, prevents conflicts, corruption, and exploitation, advocates for social justice and equality. In professional life, professional ethics promises high-quality performance, minimizes conflicts within the workplace, enhances teamwork and cooperation, cultivates a positive organizational culture. Dear students, this shows how ethics translate into concrete actions that protect individuals and uphold the integrity of the profession. In simple words, professional ethics are the backbone of trustworthy, sustainable, and socially responsible work. Without them, the very foundation of any profession would crumble. So we can say professional ethics are the backbone of any credible career. They are not just nice to have rules, they shape how we are trusted, how organizations function, and ultimately how society views the profession. Professional ethics turn a job into a trusted vocation. They protect you, your workplace, and the people you serve, making them indispensable for long-term success. Now coming to the principles of professional ethics. Professional ethics rest on a handful of core principles that show up in almost every code of conduct. Think of them as the must-haves for anyone who wants to be taken seriously in their field. Professional ethics are based on universal moral values, which include integrity, being honest and consistent in one's words and actions. If a mistake happens, own up to it instead of covering it up. The backbone of any ethical system, it means being truthful, keeping promises and not cutting corners even when no one is watching. Now, accountability, taking responsibility for professional choices. If something goes wrong, explain what happened, why and how you will fix it. Owning up to actions and their outcomes is essential. It includes acknowledging mistakes, explaining what went wrong and making amends. Now, transparency, ensuring open communication and clear procedures. Transparency is the backbone that makes every other ethical principle actually work. When you are open about what you are doing, why you are doing it, and what the outcomes are, you turn trust from a vague feeling into a measurable fact. Now, respect, recognizing the dignity, rights, and diversity of others, treating colleagues, clients, and the broader community with dignity fosters an inclusive environment. It means rejecting harassment, discrimination, and any form of exploitation. Treat colleagues, clients, and the public with dignity. Discrimination, harassment, or any form of exploitation has no place in a professional setting. Now, confidentiality. Confidentiality, safeguarding sensitive information. Respect the privacy of clients, patients, students, or customers. Share information only when you have explicit permission or a legal duty to disclose. Now, justice and fairness, ensuring equal treatment for all. Fairness and justice are the twin pillars that keep professional ethics from staying just a set of lofty words. When they are built into everyday practice, they turn a job into a trustworthy vocation. Competence, upkeeping knowledge, skills, and high standards. Keep your knowledge and skills up to date. Don't take on a task you are not qualified for. Seek help or refer it to someone who can do it right. Professionals must stay within the limits of their knowledge and continually upgrade their skills. Taking on work you are not equipped for erodes trust. Now, responsibility, committing to fulfilling one's duties, recognizing the impact of one's work on society and the environment, and striving to create positive outcomes. Objectivity, steering clear of personal biases and conflicts of interest. Make decisions based on facts and merit, not on personal bias, favoritism, or external pressure. If a conflict of interest arises, declare it and step aside if needed. Professional conduct, adhering to established codes, regulations, and standards. Follow the laws and regulations that govern your profession and contribute to the betterment of the field through mentorship, research, or community service. Due diligence. Before making decisions, professionals must investigate facts, verify sources, and consider potential risks. This prevents harm from blind action. Each one discussed reinforces the other. When they are all present, they create a robust ethical framework that protects individuals, organizations, and the public, while also strengthening the professionals' credibility and long-term success. Dear students, now let us try to understand professional misconduct. Misconduct arises from breaches of professional standards. Professional misconduct refers to any behavior by a practitioner that violates the ethical standards, legal requirements, or contractual obligations of their profession. It can undermine public trust, harm clients or colleagues, and damage the reputation of the entire field. Examples include corruption and bribery, accepting money or favors in exchange for unethical advantages, nepotism and bias, favoring relatives, friends, or specific group unfairly, misuse of authority, exploiting power for personal benefit, violation of confidentiality, disclosing private information without permission, fraud and dishonesty, altering data, forging documents, or providing false information, harassment and discrimination, acting unfairly based on gender, caste, religion, or disability, plagiarism and academic misconduct, duplicating work, cheating, or falsifying research, negligence, failing to fulfill one's responsibilities, resulting in harm or loss, erodes confidence in the profession, dishonesty, breaches trust, and can lead to legal penalties. Professional misconduct is any action that breaches the core values of a vocation, whether through negligence, dishonesty, abuse of power, or violation of law. Detecting, addressing, and most importantly, preventing such behavior is essential for safeguarding the public, preserving professional integrity, and maintaining the trust that societies place in experts. Now coming to the causes of misconduct. Dear students, some of the causes of misconduct include lack of training. Inadequate continuing education can leave practitioners unaware of updated standards, pressure to perform, high workloads, profit motives, or unrealistic targets may push individuals to cut corners. Another, poor organizational culture. Environments that tolerate or reward unethical behavior enable misconduct. Now, personal stress. Financial difficulties, burnout, or personal crisis can impair judgment. Weak oversight. Absence of regular audits or mentorship can allow problems to go unnoticed. Professional misconduct has critical consequences such as, for clients, patients, it directly harms loss of trust, financial loss, or compromised outcomes. For the professional, it shows disciplinary action, suspension, revocation of license, civil lawsuits, criminal charges, and lasting damage to career prospects. For the organization, it shows reputational damage, loss of business, legal liabilities, and decreased employee morale. For the profession, erosion of public confidence, stricter regulations, and increased scrutiny is seen. It's not difficult to come over professional misconduct. Certain preventive measures can be taken to come over misconduct, such as ethics education, integrate regular ethics workshops into professional development, clear policies, maintain up-to-date codes of conduct, conflict of interest registers and reporting procedures. Leadership. Leaders must model ethical behavior and hold themselves accountable. Support systems. Offer counseling, mentorship, and workload management to reduce stress-related lapses. Transparent oversight. Use independent review boards and publish outcomes to demonstrate commitment to integrity. Lastly, coming to the integration of professional ethics in workplaces. Integrity is the backbone of any ethical workplace. It means doing the right thing even when no one is watching, and it shows up in different practical ways. Organizations should establish clear ethical guidelines at workplaces. Some of these guidelines to follow are ethical leadership. Leaders and educators must demonstrate integrity as role models. Regular training. Conduct workshops focused on ethics, transparency, and accountability. Ethical decision-making models. Offer frameworks to assist employees in navigating dilemmas. Monitoring and reporting systems. Implement whistleblower policies, grievance procedures, and ethical committees. Now, encouraging transparency. Promote open communication, accurate documentation, and transparency in processes. Recognition of ethical behavior. Acknowledge and reward honesty, responsibility, and excellence. In practice, integrity can embed by setting clear expectations in onboarding and reinforcing them in team meetings. Celebrating examples where someone chose the ethical path even if it cost time or money. Providing simple tools like a shared decision log or note on key deliverables to make transparency the default. When integrity is lived, professional ethics stop being a checklist and become the invisible contract that holds the whole workplace together. When integrity is woven into daily routines, a few things happen automatically. Trust builds strongly, which speeds up collaboration and reduces micromanagement. Risk drops, by which errors are caught early. Compliance issues are avoided and legal trouble becomes less likely. Culture strengthens, by which people feel safe to speak up, admit uncertainty, and suggest improvement, which fuels innovation. So, dear students, concluding today's topic, we can say ethics in the professional realm serve as the foundation for responsible actions in every occupation, encouraging individuals to behave with integrity, impartiality, and accountability. They guarantee that professional choices remain equitable, open, and aligned with the best interest of society. By upholding ethical standards, professionals foster trust, uphold credibility, and enhance a constructive work atmosphere. In a swiftly evolving world rife with ethical dilemmas, commitment to professional ethics is crucial for preserving integrity and ensuring high-quality standards of practice. Ultimately, ethical behavior reinforces both personal careers and the esteem of entire professions. Hope you have understood well. Thank you for your attentive listening. See you soon in the next session.